Hey everyone, welcome to Miami Life and Fitness. So in today's video, this video is me giving respect to someone named Jennifer out of Washington. I spoke with this woman last week, and you know what? Honestly, she impressed me. She impressed me so much that everyone else is just giving me an excuse. Wait until you hear this story because I've got to tell it. And if any of you guys want to check your lab work because your doctor doesn't want to get an order for your labs to check your hormonal panel, then go to privatemdlabs.com. They have a very user-friendly website, a lot of different panels to choose from. Use my code MIAMI for a 15% off on whatever panel you choose. Nobody's going to harass you, and no one's going to tell you, why do you want to check your testosterone levels? Duh, because I want to be a boss and I want to be fit. And by the way, for those of you that want to join my Fit Body Boss Club, then send me an email and we will set up a free consultation so that you can be part of my boss club, and you either want to be sexy and have great health, or you don't. All right, guys. So in today's video, this video is dedicated to Jennifer out of Washington, and I really want to give a shout out to her because I had a consultation with her last week, and listen, she blew me away. She blew me away. A lot of people don't blow me away, and I'm not easily impressed by anything or anyone. And for somebody to actually impress me, for me to say, wow, this girl she just blew me away with stuff that she went through, and then how she just changed her life around. So this is what happened. This is for you, Jennifer. So listen, I get in a consultation with this girl, and before the consultation, she had sent me an email and just giving me a little bit of information about her so I can, you prep for the call. I'm talking to this girl, and she's almost 40. She's almost 40. So she's not a young girl, which means hormonal imbalance could be there, could be creeping up, could be there, could not be there, almost be there, something like that. So she's at that zone. And she was telling me her story. So this girl, and this is why I'm telling you right now, I'm sick of people with their excuses. Take your excuse and go shove it up someone's wahoo where the sun doesn't shine. I am sick of you people with excuses. I am sick of you people trying to put other priorities in place other than the ones that should be in place. And this is everything in life. It's not just about going to the gym. This is about everything in life. Most people have their priorities out of whack, and it's really disturbing. It's disturbing. Okay. So this girl, we get on the phone, and she was saying, I'm a former bodybuilder. I competed in a few shows. I did a few shows in the past in physique and bodybuilding, and I'm thinking, wow, okay, cool. To be in the bodybuilding division, I'm like, she's got to be a big girl, because you got to be big. And then she said, and then all of a sudden, I got married, and I had a baby, and I gained 100 pounds. And, I was a little depressed, which that's usually happens. And so women go through this transition, this hormonal transition after they give birth, because their hormones are completely out of whack, because you've spent 9 months feeding this baby, right? Feeding him to make, feeding him or her to make sure that they had all the proper nutrients so that they can grow, and all of their, their body forms and everything, to make sure that the baby is healthy. And so the estrogen is extremely high, and all of the vitamins and nutrients, because you're feeding this extra person that's growing inside of you. And so once a woman has a baby, their hormones are completely out of whack. And for some women, they kick back and they're back in a couple months. And for some women never get their hormones back in order, and they're never balanced. And so at that point, you don't have any other option but to get on a hormonal replacement therapy regimen. Embrace it. And so, she was saying that she had gained 100 pounds, and then she got really depressed. Then she was 7 months on Ozempic, and how she didn't realize how bad the side effects were when she got off of the Ozempic. And actually, before she told me that she took the Ozempic, She said, I lost 70 pounds in I think she said in like 5 or 6 months. I don't really recall, but it was a short amount of time. She goes, but I just got off of it maybe a couple months ago, and she noticed how her body is, it's so hard for the body to bounce back. There's so many side effects, and people, ladies, men, you know, you want to get on Ozempic. Listen, Ozempic was made for a specific purpose and for people that were considerably obese, in order to lose weight, because at this point you've done nothing to help yourself and you don't have any other choice but to start injecting yourself with this Ozempic thing that's gonna suck the life out of you. I mean, you might as well be anorexic because you're not even eating. So how healthy is that? Not that she wants, she's going to compete again next year because her body is tight. And I'm thinking, if a person gained, and I told her over the phone, I said, your body is tight after you gained 100 pounds and lost almost 100 pounds again, your body's tight. And so I told her, send me a picture. And you know what? This girl blew my mind. Girl, I gotta give it to you, blew my mind, because she was so hard. I mean, her muscles were like boom, 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 boom. I told her the areas that she needed to work on. But she impressed me, because when you go from bodybuilding to having a baby, then being depressed after you give birth, and your depression leads to overeating and overeating and overeating, where you gain 100 pounds of where you should be for somebody who's 5'1". That, and then going from there and losing all this weight, exercising as much as you could, doing cardio, walking and lifting weights, lifting muscle, getting on HRT, you know, taking her testosterone replacement therapy, combined with Anavar. And she was taking a couple of other things which we talked about as well. So I kind of redid her cycle for her. So I eliminated one anabolic and added another one that is more friendly for females. And she is on the road now to eating correctly, eating what she needs to be eating, because she wasn't eating the proper nutrients. She was still not having enough carbohydrates and not eating enough for the anabolics that she was taking and for her goal, which is to compete once again in either the physique or the bodybuilding category, which, as we all know, we need a lot of dense, heavy muscle mass. And so you need to have the food corresponding to your goal and to the cycle that you're taking in order to get you to that goal. And the reason why she impressed me, because she did a complete 180 from where she was to here, and then from here, noticing that I can't be this big, she did another 180 back to where she was, and she's on the road again to compete. So this is why, people, stop giving yourself excuses. Stop giving me excuses. Stop giving your coach excuses. Stop giving your husband or your wife excuses, or anybody else excuses about why you can't lose weight. That is complete and utter BS. It is nonsense and it is garbage, and you are full of garbage, okay? If this girl can do it, she's almost 40 years old. She competed in the past, had a baby, gained 100 pounds, lost almost all of it again, is in the gym 6 days a week, building muscle. She's completely tight, big, compact, and she's gonna get on the stage again next year. You know what? There's no excuse, and anybody can make a change, and this is why anybody can reach their goal, and nothing is impossible as long as you put your mind to it and you set your goal straight and you have a strategy and you execute that strategy and that plan properly. Consistency makes perfect. Consistency makes perfect. No one becomes a winner without consistency. No one reaches a goal without consistency, and nothing is ever accomplished without consistency. And the difference between the great and the mediocre is consistency backed with discipline, doing the same thing over and over and over again. When you don't want to, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're in a bad mood, and when your foot hurts, and when your head hurts, and when somebody's pissed at you, and you still go to the gym, and you still eat right, and you still have your hormones balanced, and you still do everything that you need to in order to reach your goal. So girl, I have much respect for you, and I wanted to make this video because talking to you was so refreshing, because you have no idea how many people I speak to, and you speak to them and they tell you that they want to change, and oh yeah, I'm going to do that, and oh, I'm going to call you back and get on your coaching program, and oh, I'm going to call you back to do the fitness plan. Well, why don't you do this fitness plan or the nutrition plan while you're on the phone with me if you really want to do it? Why do people talk so much garbage when they're on the phone with you and say they're going to call you back and then they don't? If you don't do it at that moment, you're never going to do it at all. And you know why? Because those people are lazy, they're procrastinators, and they are afraid of themselves that they are going to fail. And so they never start because they think that, in fear, they have fear that they're going to fail. Little do they know that mind over matter, and your mind controls your outcome. And as long as you put your mind to your outcome and you do exactly what I'm telling you to do or what someone's telling you to do each and every day, you're going to get to your goal. But the problem is you're scared to death that you're going to fail. And so when you look at somebody who made it, the only thing you have left to do is give an excuse. And that's a poor and pathetic way to admit that you are in denial. And that's the end of the video, because I just want to get this out there for Jennifer in Washington. Girl, you rocked me and you impressed me, and I just want to say que Dios te bendiga, porque me cuesta para impresionarme y tú me impresionaste. So I'm going to help you in whatever I can. You have my email, and we will be in contact, because I'm going to help you get on that stage, girl. Much love, Jennifer Washington.